I think I might have found my personal favorite anime of Summer of Anime 2016. 91 Days is unique as fuck. Like, let me just talk about the setting. It takes place in America in the time when there's Prohibition, where alcohol was banned, and that is the setting of the series. We're dealing with Mafia, and how the Mafia's trying to smuggle in alcohol and sell alcohol. The entirety of this episode was just so unique compared to everything from the season. Now, I don't know if there's been other anime like this before. I think Bakuno has done that before. I personally have not watched Bakuno, so I have no idea, but I believe Bakuno takes place in a similar setting as this series. But when it comes to this anime season, 91 Days is a key contender for being one of the most unique anime of summer because of the setting, to the cast, to what the presentation of it was about. The art and animation style isn't the best, but it still looks good enough. And then the music, too, adds a very good atmosphere to the series that just really brings this nice Mafia style, looking anime. So, I really recommend starting this. Like, right off the bat, before I go any further, just discussing certain points about the episode. If you have yet to watch this episode of 91 Days, just stop what you're doing and go watch this. The first episode was fabulous. It really fucking was. I was just so amazed how good this episode was, and how many other anime series have not done something like this, especially focusing around like the Prohibition, where alcohol is banned. And seeing how, once again, our other character that's also trying to, make alcohol and stuff, there's also parts of the beginning of the episode which is very dark, showcasing his backstory of his character, kind of where he came from, and we see that his family was butchered, completely butchered and murdered, and that really set the tone of the series. Like, it instantly let us know that this is going to be a dark-ass fucking series. Because, I mean, look, we have, it's centered around the Prohibition arc, or the Prohibition, time in America, and then you have it to where the main male character, he's dealing with Mafia and stuff, but then his parents, and even his brother, get killed by the Mafia. They get slaughtered in cold blood. And just seeing stuff like that, I'm like, yo, this is good. This is really fucking good. It feels like a mature series meant for adults. Now, there's nothing wrong with this, maybe being geared for younger people as well, but I just love seeing anime every so often, really just keying in on the mature audience, for instance, the adults, because that's exactly what this is, because I don't believe everyone is going to appreciate this series. I highly doubt it, just because of the contents that are in it, but when it comes to me, as a watcher of anime that has seen quite a bit from this season already, and many other anime from previous seasons, this is definitely one of the most unique anime series of this entire year of 2016. Yeah, I'm not even joking. This is definitely one of the most unique just because of the setting alone. Now, talking about the music and the animation and stuff. So, the animation art, it looks okay. It is nothing spectacular, by the way. I mean, there's a lot of better, usages of animation from this season. Tales of Zestria, Taboo Tattoo. I mean, there's some really good animation art from this season. I'm not going to say that the animation in this episode is bad. I'm just saying that when I compare it to other things from this season, there's definitely better, but this definitely stands out too. But I feel like the art and animation does complement the series. It really does. Speaking of the music definitely adds a different layer of life to the anime as well, because it has that classic, oldie type style theme songs going on in the background that really fits the vibe of what the series is trying to go for. For instance, set in the, Prohibition era, along with, Mafia days and stuff, dealing with Mafia, probably Mafia fighting each other. It's definitely set around that time, and the music gives it that type of life and makes you feel like you're there, or at the very least, you're living those times. So yeah, 91 Days, definitely a key contender for probably one of my favorite anime series of Summer of Anime 2016. I would not be surprised if this becomes my #1 favorite by the end of this season. I would not be surprised at all, but most likely that spot's reserved for Mob Psycho 100, but if I'm not counting that, this is possibly the key contender for the #1 spot. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How'd you all feel about this first episode? How'd you feel about the content we got? How do you feel about the way the setting is being done? How do you feel about the beginning part showing us like the future to where our main male character, he's like kind of like alone and he seems like very depressed and upset? And then, how do you feel about the flashback we got showcasing that his family died and got butchered? I mean, how do you feel about all these events that happened in this episode? How do you feel about the tone? Are you going to continue watching it? Are you going to drop it? Let me know in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.